Good morning. You know, health clubs sell memberships, and they sell memberships, they tie you into a long-term contract. And I think a huge part of that is because they know the human psyche so well. We start something, it lasts for a week or two, and then we kind of fall off the bandwagon. And so they have gyms, beautiful gyms that are not overcrowded, even though they continue to sell memberships daily, because the majority of people who have memberships in that club might go a couple times a year. And New Year's resolutions, the same thing. We make New Year's resolutions, we fall off after a week or two, and then it gets to the point where we no longer even bother making them. And yesterday I was thinking about focus. I was at a networking event where a friend of mine was talking about systems and about routines or ways of being, habits that certain people have. And he said, the people who are very successful in life generally have some kind of system or some form of habits that they do on a daily, very regular basis that makes them successful in that area. Another thing that he mentioned was that although they're very successful in some areas, they can be totally unsuccessful in others. And if we could translate those areas in our life where we do see success and set up routines or systems in the other areas where we need help, that generally we could create the same type of thing. And it really got me to thinking, because I know that in a lot of cases with any home business, because you are not employed by someone, it is so easy to be sidetracked. And that is probably one of the biggest downfalls, I think, in any home business. Because, and women especially, because we work out of our home, we cook, we do the cleaning in most cases, and if we walk past something that needs to be done, it's very hard to not be distracted. And in a lot of cases, and I hope this doesn't sound sexist, but men, if they see laundry, they don't necessarily think, oh my God, I've got to go do that, and run down and throw it in and distract themselves, even if they have a home office. At least that's been my experience, and that has been what other men have, or men have shared with me in the past, is that they don't have the same draw that women do. So how do you create the focus? How do you create something for yourself that allows you to stay so focused, laser-like, that you achieve the goals that you want? And they do say that it's 2% or so, 2 or 3% of the people who really rise to the top in an industry. And you listen to Tony Robbins or different people like that, and they talk about modeling successful people. So it's exactly what my friend was saying at the networking event the other day. Success leaves clues. And if you follow the patterns or the routines daily, and it becomes a habit to where it's you don't even think about doing it, you don't get sidetracked, you don't get pulled off base, and you tend to achieve things more efficiently. The interesting thing is that people who are very successful, sometimes you go, oh my gosh, they're an overnight success, but what you don't see is the years of work leading up to it, where maybe they didn't have the name or the notoriety at that point, right? So my thought on success and achieving in a home business has more to do with what we do on a daily basis. And I'll leave you with one thought. Tammy Craig, who is the National Sales Director in Mary Kay, says, your success lies in your daily routine. And that says it all. Is what you're doing today going to contribute to your success? So remember, is your success lies in your daily routine. Have a great day.